When you're working with larger timber like this, you might have a piece that's either awkwardly shaped or just a little bit too big to actually split with your axe. And I say that in a general term because today we're going to talk about exactly how to split up a larger piece of lumber to make firewood out of it, rather than just driving your axe in the middle and then dealing with having to pound it through or anything such as that. So let's take a look at it. What a lot of individuals end up doing with larger lumber is driving their axe right into the center, and then the axe gets stuck. They're pulling it out, they're trying to hit again right in that initial cut, and it doesn't work out too good. So there's really a technique to splitting larger lumber that is going to help you out tremendously when you're doing this around camp, especially in the winter time. We don't want to think about splitting this in half like we do smaller lumber. We can think about splitting out the sides. So I'm going to take a piece of charcoal and draw out basically what I would be thinking of doing here. First, I would look at splitting something like this out right through this section. Okay, see that black line right there? We look at splitting something like that. Our axe is easily going to bite that section off. Then I can turn, and of course I could take another section off. I can come again and take another section off and another. Now that made a much more manageable size piece. At that point then we can either split it down the middle right here, and now we have appropriate amounts of firewood in very reasonably sized pieces to split with our axe. It makes life easier if you do this. So this is just another concept for you to put in your toolbox and think about when you come across larger lumber. And this happens a lot more at camp than you would think it does, because if you have trees around camp that possibly fell, or the base rotted and it fell, why not use that wood? There's a lot of lumber right in there, especially if it's a more permanent camp and you have a crosscut saw that you can cut larger lumber like this. Splitting it up becomes a challenge, but not if you use this technique. This was Dan Walwack at Coalcracker Bushcraft. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, check us out over at coalcrackerbushcraft.com for all our classes and merchandise. And until the next video, stay in the woods.